Good morning and welcome to another episode of Tea with Z. It's a beautiful day in Brisbane here, and I hope it's a lovely day wherever you are in the world joining us today. Now, if you haven't got your hot beverage, go and grab your tea, coffee, or whatever you want, because today we're going to kick off and talk about professional service delivery. You may have read the title and gone, oh, look, we're just talking about COVID vaccinations and about delivering that. But what I want to do is sort of encompass that and the rollout of COVID vaccinations across our different disciplines of health entrepreneurs, whether that's your local GP, now your local community pharmacist, or coming very soon. We've seen the dentist also express interest and the dental community express interest in becoming part of the COVID vaccine delivery and the rollout of that. And we've also seen other professional bodies as well that are trained in order to give injections come out really and then put their hand up to say, look, we want to be a part of this. We see the bigger picture. And we want to actually encourage our communities to be a part of this COVID vaccine rollout. Now, this isn't a topic or a discussion about, the political parts of COVID vaccine and the rollout and, the opinions based on the scheduled rollout and, what that sort of looked like to date. No, this isn't about that. This is about, I guess, putting our hands up as health entrepreneurs and wanting to be part of professional service delivery, not only for our own businesses, but for our communities, to empower our communities to take better charge of their health. But also us as health entrepreneurs or business owners, the role in which we play as healthcare professionals in service delivery to our community. And when we look at service delivery in our community, and I was actually umming and ahhing about this topic and whether or not to start discussing this, because for some people it might seem a little bit controversial, particularly when I've phrased it in the sense of, well, now we've got this, what are you going to do with it? Because I've chatted and I've spoken to a lot of colleagues about, I guess the rollout and their part that they want to play in it, but also their ability to effectively manage what is a huge logistical challenge. Now, when we come to that, when we come to the role in which we play, and when we put up our hands for these things, I feel like we focus so much on the what and the why. The what was, okay, we want COVID vaccines, we want it, and the why is because we want to protect our community from COVID-19 and, I guess help our communities prevent serious illness within our communities, but also help to encourage the prevention of what we're seeing, in New South Wales and Victoria is, the severe lockdowns and the impacts that they have when variants of this COVID-19 spread quite rapidly and the impacts to public health. And when we put up our hands, we focus so much on the what and the what and the why. But what I've noticed, particularly in professional service delivery, is the how. The how keeps getting kind of left off. And so my question to you is, what does your how actually look like? Not only for what will be probably one of the biggest opportunities and learning opportunities with the COVID vaccine rollout. But what about the other opportunities that are going to present themselves within your pharmacy? What are the challenges that might be presented within your pharmacy or your local health businesses? And I've been chatting as well to colleagues in the medical space about this who are delivering hundreds of COVID vaccines. And when it comes to, I guess the workload, the increased workload pressures, the increased logistical burdens, the increased reporting burdens, all of these other factors, even just getting set up and making sure that you're managing patient flow correctly. How are you actually doing this? What plans have you put in place to effectively manage this process? And whether or not you're now turning this into a great opportunity, or will it serve as a huge negative thing that comes out of the community? If the experience is poor for your patients, how are they going to respond? How are they going to advocate on your behalf to encourage others to participate in the process. And when we look at something as so important as as what's being promoted as this COVID vaccine rollout and our pathway out of restrictions, lockdowns, border closures, all of that. That's what our politicians are promoting, and that's why they're encouraging that we vaccinate not only from the health benefits but also from the economic benefits of vaccination. When we look at the role in which health entrepreneurs are playing in this, to me, it's bigger than just giving a jab. To me, it's about an opportunity to encourage others to promote what you're doing. And they're only going to promote what you're doing if the experience is pleasurable, if the experience is aligned to their values and what they're actually expecting, and ensuring that they actually can take away from it a pleasurable experience. I know so many people that through this, and we're looking at other health businesses now, and if you've had to be even swabbed and tested, the experiences that have come about from that. And it's been really interesting chatting to colleagues about that have gone through it themselves and have seen the processes and the experiences that they've had to go through. And largely it's been extremely negative. And so when we're going out in the public as health entrepreneurs, as businesses, as companies, as organizations, as communities, as individuals, to promote people to go and undertake a test, a service, whatever it might be, yet the experience doesn't match what we're trying to promote, well, to me, that's just a huge barrier to encourage others to partake in it. Because we know as consumers, and that's at the end of the day what we are, we're consumers of a service, we're consumers of a product, whatever that might be. If the experience is bad, if the experience is negative or perceived to be negative, how are we going to encourage others to do it? And so that's my question to you today is, how are you, through these professional services and through these opportunities, going to create an experience that is positive and positively memorable and positively encouraging to your community, to the other health entrepreneurs within and outside of your business, to promote others to also partake in that service? And to me, that is a much bigger question. We're focused so much on the what and the why. We're focused so much on just getting the ability to perform COVID vaccinations. But so now, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to embrace the opportunities that this presents? And for me, this isn't just about the COVID vaccine rollout. This is about how are you going to create meaningful connections with amazing health entrepreneurs within your business to then encourage others to do the same, to encourage others not even just to utilize your professional services, but to utilize all of the other amazing things that you do within and beyond your four walls. How are you going to leverage this opportunity to do that? Or are you going to ignore the opportunity, hope and pray, or whatever you might do, that this is going to be a smooth process, not take feedback from your customers, not take feedback from your patients or your community as to how you can improve, and then wonder why this is another professional service that's just tossed to the wayside? And so when we look at that, when we look at professional service delivery as a whole, when we look at professional service delivery as a whole, are you focusing on the what and the why and not the how? And the how is the experience. The how, to me, is the most important element of anything that we do. We can overplan, we can overthink, but at the end of the day, it comes down to what we execute and how we execute and the standard to which we execute. And so that's my question to you today is, what's your how look like? What's your how look like, not just for the COVID vaccine delivery, but what does your how look like for all the professional services that you do within your business? What are the opportunities that you are going to take from this And how are you going to bring each and every person walking through your doors, every person that you interact with beyond your four walls on this journey of empowering them to live healthier and happier lives? And not necessarily just through the COVID vaccine, but through all of their health entrepreneur journey, whatever that might look like. How are you doing that? So, is this going to be a massive opportunity? Are you going to rise through the challenges and feedback and look back at the challenges? And we deep dive into a way in which we actually look at feedback and look at a debriefing process. And we deep dived into that last Friday exclusively in the Limitless group. So my question to you now is, what does your how look like? What does your how look like in professional service delivery? And is it for you a game changer or something that will detract others from actually embracing what you have to offer? So, yeah, look, you've got time. You've got time to do this, but let's be honest. Let's be honest that clock is ticking. If you were proactive in this, you would have had your plan already in place from 12 months ago, or you would have started your planning process knowing that this day was going to eventually come. So if you've got your plan in place, congratulations. If you don't, you've still got time. But now's the time to put that execution strategy in place and to make sure that you're leveraging every single opportunity that this presents. And I'm not talking about monetary opportunities. I'm not talking about monetary. I'm talking about the opportunities that presents within your business on your own health entrepreneurial journey to support other health entrepreneurs and those that are looking to take charge and ownership of their health in a positive way, both within your four walls, whether it's your team or your broader community. So that's it from me today. Once again, just want to shout out to the Limitless Network as well. The Limitless Network, as I touched on before, we deep dived into a debrief and a feedback sort of process last Friday. But what this is an exclusive group of like-minded health entrepreneurs. Now, the definition of health entrepreneurs is anybody in any shape or form running any sort of business, whether or not it's for profit or for personal health and well-being. So that you might be a business owner, you might be a small, medium, large business owner, or you might just be an individual, going to the gym and taking ownership of your health in that way. And the profits aren't seen as monetary, but they're seen as the rewards of living a healthier life. So if you believe that you're a health entrepreneur in any way, shape, or form, this is the link to the Limitless Network, and we'd love to welcome you. We're getting people from now all over the world starting to join, which is fantastic. But yeah, each Friday we deep dive into a topic exclusively in this group. But it's about a safe community, a peer-supported community. Well, there's no harm in joining, because at the end of the day, I believe that each of us in our own right are health entrepreneurs to some way, shape, or form. Because I believe at the end of the day, most people look at their health as a value that they hold. Because let's face it, without health, what do we have? So that's it from me today. What does your how look like in professional service delivery? And are you going to maximize this opportunity now that we've got it, now that we've fought so hard for it? Or is it just going to fall to the wayside like other professional services? I'll catch you tomorrow morning with another episode of T with Z. You have a fantastic day, and I look forward to catching you then. Take care now. Bye.